Hi there, and thanks for joining me again. I'm back on pasture, hooray! And this grass has grown rather. It's absolutely beautiful. There's all sorts of wildflowers coming up. But it's not good for hay fever sufferers. I mean, I'm really feeling it today. I've taken all my pills and stuff. They never really work, but I take them anyway. And it's just lovely to be up here. However sneezy it might be. It also looks and feels like it might absolutely dump it down with rain at any second. But I'm fairly near some trees, so I'm not too worried. And it has rained. The ground's still quite dry, but I'm picking up some fairly decent deepish signals, including just now this absolutely beautiful little silvered buckle. Gave a very scratchy sound. It's not a scratchy sound now. It's low, mind. Half of me was thinking it might be a jeton with that sort of tone, but it's not. Anyway, I'm absolutely thrilled with that. What a beautiful little thing. I don't know how early it is, but it's got to be medieval, I would have thought. Wow. Anyhow, I'm going to battle through my sneezes and hopefully keep finding some more bits and pieces like that. Well, my God, that took a bit of digging. And even though it's pretty dry here, it has rained a bit, heavy showers over the last day or two, but I wasn't expecting it to pick up tiny bits of silver like that quite so deep. It gave a very scratchy sound. That's lovely. It's a little William III silver sixpence, I think, the sort of thing that they used to make into love tokens. In fact, I found a very good one the other day in Devon. Or maybe it's a bit small to be a sixpence. I'm not 100% sure, but that's really lovely. It is not picking it up at all. There's a big bit of iron just there, about half a foot away from it. That's on its edge now. Gosh, I can't even hear it now. Just there, that's what it sounded like. Because it was about 8 or 9 inches down. Anyway, that's a lovely little coin, that. They can be very blank, very worn, these coins, but I can clearly make out who that is. Brilliant. So with all these new detectors coming out at the moment, there seems to be a lot of worry about how good they are of distinguishing iron, picking out things around iron. Well, that was with the Deus. As I've just shown you, there's iron almost next door to a tiny piece of silver, which was, you know, quite deep. But my point is actually, it's not to worry about it. You cannot go out detecting worrying that you're going to miss targets because of iron infestation. Get out with your metal detector, enjoy yourself. You are going to miss targets, of course you are, we all do. But the longer you stick with a metal detector, the quicker that you'll get at distinguishing whether it's close to iron, whether it is iron, and not to worry about it. You mustn't worry about it, otherwise you won't find anything. You've got to have a really open mind to be a good detectorist, and not think too hard about what's under the ground. Just trust your ears. Rant over. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It wouldn't be the same up here if I didn't find one of these, and it's a Nuremberg jeton. Now, it's one I haven't found that many of, I don't think. I think it's the one with the ship on it. I can't quite make it out, but it's not in bad condition. It's got a shield on one side and a ship on the other, I think. Well, that's really nice. I'm so bunged up with hay fever, it's absolutely killing me. But it's nice finding little bits like, little things like that. Hooray! I really like it. Let's see if I can show you like this. Got a shield with a lion, I think, in the middle. Well, I think I may have found another William III sixpence. Don't think I've ever found two in a day. And I've hit it with the spade, annoyingly. Just there. And let's see what this sounds like. I could hardly, do you remember I couldn't really pick the other one up? Yeah, well, that's making a, that's basically what it sounded like when it was in. Let's have a look. Not in bad condition either. Yeah, I can see his sort of hooky nose. Sorry, William. I don't think he was very popular, was he? So I don't suppose anyone would mind. But yeah, that'll clean up really nicely. I'm really pleased with that. Well, the sun's come out, the wind's picked up. The rain clouds are sort of on their way, but I don't think they're gone forever. And I've just found quite a nice, another piece of silver. It's a George V, I think. Yeah, it's a George V, whatever it is, florin. But I thought I saw the imprint of the florin in amazing condition in the mud itself. And it wasn't. It's another florin. It's the other side of another florin, and they must have been stuck together, but almost like that, because they're the same colour on one side, a very green, the silver's gone quite green, and on the inside, they're in rather good condition. So it's a pair of florins. I haven't found, don't think I've ever found a single George V florin before, let alone a pair of them. But that's just beautiful. God, there might be a few more around, who knows? God, lucky me. It's turning out to be rather a silvery day already. 2 sixpences and 2 florins. Well, I just checked the hole even after I filled it in. There's another sound there. I'd filled it in and thought I'd just check it anyway. Do you think this is the 3rd florin? Well, it's deeper than the other 2 if it is. Have I discovered a hoard of florins? Gosh, that's very faint. Always check your holes, folks. I often don't, I've got to say. I think I will now. Gosh, this is deep. When you know it, it's a 3rd one. Look. A 3rd florin. Gosh. Well, that's technically a coin spill, I think. I don't think I've ever found any sort of noteworthy coin spills, but that's really nice. Oh God, I've hit that again as well. But that was much deeper. Let's move on. Oh, there's another one. In the same hole, not a florin. It's a little George V whatever it is, sixpence of sorts. Gosh. Well, I think that's it there now. How lovely. What a brilliant surprise. Right. Double check, triple check. Well, that's a really lovely sound. It's scratchy, but they are scratchy at the moment. It's quite dry. As I said, it has been raining, and it might even again now. Even though when the sun comes out, it's lovely. I'm going to have to get some sun cream on. Got that slightly wrong. It's just here. No need to get the pinpointer out yet. I almost forgot it this morning, and I felt like coming out without it. It's quite fun every now and again not having your pinpointer. It's just a little button, a little pewter button. I'm digging some deep signals. You wouldn't be surprised with this one because it's just a socking great piece of lead with a hole in it. It's very cylindrical. I've no idea what it's before, but the really odd thing is that I found an identical one about 5 minutes ago. As I said, I'm digging some deep signals, and they've been big things. This is a huge piece of some sort of cauldron or something. There doesn't seem to be hardly any bend in it at all, and it's so thick. I wonder how big that would have been. Look, here's the other one. I mean, they're identical to all intents and purposes. Weights of sorts, I would have thought. Any help on those would be much appreciated. But of the finer things, a lovely little medieval buckle with its I don't want to play around with that too much. I found a few of these, just the ends of it, but to have one with the pin and the sort of integral section, or integrated section, I never get that right, is absolutely lovely. I mean, I'm thrilled with that. Gave a very dull sound, as you can imagine. Not dull now, but quite low. But that sort of copper gives that. These lead things were not low. They were just very deep, the pair of them. You get all excited, don't you? Because at depth, when you've just got that little squeak, ooh, it could be anything good. Well, I've been a bit spadey today, and I hope I haven't been spadey again. And I've just been thinking also that we found some lovely things. I've even found another extremely nice jeton. Again, I think that might have a ship on it as well. 2 ship jetons. I don't know what the technical name is for ship jetons, but I think that might be another one. Well, I'll find out before I put them up. But anyway, there's this, and it's broken, definitely. It's just how much it's broken. It's got a weed round it. Oh, I'm getting a bit excited now. Be jolly careful with it. Well, look, it's a buckle of sorts. It's just what type of buckle? There we go, that'll release it. Whoa, that's an absolute beauty. Now, I'm even more excited because I have also found, I'm 100% sure, the other section to that. 100%. I found a funny little thing which we couldn't identify. I put it on the detectinghub.co.uk and people said, oh, it might be this, it might be that, but we didn't know. Now we know. I found the other part to it. My God. I'm absolutely speechless. I don't really know what to say about that at the moment. I think we better go back to headquarters with it and deal with it there. Hi there, welcome to headquarters. It's not often that I find artifacts like this in this sort of condition, albeit missing a section. And I was just so excited on the field, I can't explain it. I can never concentrate after that. I just wanted to get back, find the missing bit, which I was certain was the missing bit, and put it all together and see what happened. And here is the missing bit. I'll put a link to the video where I found it up there or down in the thing below. And at the time I said, gosh, jolly nice, don't know what it is. And I did put it on the hub, the detectinghub.co.uk, information below. They're great at IDing stuff, but they struggled with this, and I'm not bloody surprised. There's not much to go on, but I recognised it immediately because when I saw that section, I knew where it was. I tend to keep my finds mainly in sort of chronological order of the months and the seasons I find things. I went straight to it, the boxes down there, found it, and sure enough, it fits. It fits. It's a medieval buckle dating from about 1100 to 1300, and they reckon that the fact that it's got in a sort of Lombardic M shape might mean that it had something to do with the Virgin Mary. It's also fairly obviously zoomorphic in the shape of a bird. You've got the tail and the wings, etc. The actual buckle bit itself is not much to talk about, but it's got a nice groove. And there are a few examples on the Portable Antiquities Scheme website, but I'm pleased to say nothing like as good as that. Even though it's broken, it's basically whole. There's one that I've got up here, which is very, very similar, missing the tail section, all sort of screwed up and all the rest of it. And I'm absolutely, completely blown away. I mean, this is what we do this for. It's lovely finding coins, it's lovely finding, you know, grand, valuable things, but it's also really, really wonderful finding things like that. I mean, I really feel so fortunate in having come across it. Not just that section there, a good 8 months ago, but the rest of it there. Whew. Tasky, come on. Come on, up. Oh, here's the hound. There are loads of, for various reasons, a lot of the pheasant shooting isn't happening around here this year. There's a lot of cover crop, which is going to be available, which would have been seeded and drilled and all the rest of it by now. I don't think it has been. So me and him have got some real fun happening on land I know really well, so he can hoon around to his heart's content. And so you'll be seeing a bit of him. Anyway, thank you very much, and let's go back to the fields. Good boy. Still buzzing a bit from that buckle. Not surprising though. That's a nice sound. I think we're going to have to go home soon though. I can't concentrate after something like that. It's a lovely thing about this hobby. It's like anything, you can have too much of a good thing. I like to stop when I've found a couple of nice things. That's very jumpy. I'm not sure what that could be. Yeah, horrible. Ugh. It's an aluminium. I don't know what it is. Well, I've got a very faint one here I think we'll end on. I simply can't concentrate anymore. I really just want to go back and see if that bit I found, which I couldn't identify, is the bit of that buckle we just found now. I'm just too excited. And I've got a few also rands. I've found one of these before and someone told me what it was on one of my videos, but I can't remember anymore what it was. It's a funny thing with the sort of knot on the inside. Sheep are getting a bit vocal, and I just don't know what that is. but someone please remind me. A socking great ring, but I don't think it's very old. It's really rather lovely. It's silver, I think. I can see a sort of hallmark of sorts inside. It's quite pretty, but something like that just fades into insignificance with what we have found. So I'm going to dig this and then go home. It's sounding a bit irony now. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear the tiniest squeak, and we're going to dig it and then call it a day. Not much good on the live digs, I'm afraid, again today. I promise you I don't come with pocketfuls of stuff and pretend to dig them. I've just dug a lot of holes today, and I filmed a lot of holes, and I just haven't been filming. No, I've lost it. That's nothing at all there. Oh, I don't know. Something just... God, I'll be amazed if this is anything. I don't know what it's like with other metal detectors, but you can sort of make a good sound with the Deus if you try hard enough. You can convince yourself that what's fairly obviously iron is actually something good by... Well, whatever it is, it's there. I think it's iron. I think it's a little bit of iron. And I'm afraid I really have been very spadey today. I've smashed everything. Well, I think it's out. Not iron. I love it when that happens. I don't care if it's good or bad. You've proven to yourself that you can tell a tiny squeak. From all the sounds in the field, you've picked out that tiny squeak, and it's not iron. I don't think it'll be any good either, but it's not iron. It's a tiny bit of pot. I can see where the rim would have been there, where it would have curled round. Definitely very, very old, bronze. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but a lovely thing to finish on. Thank you very much for watching. It's been really fun. It's been lovely to be back out in grass, even though my hay fever is killing me. And it's not the best time of year for us hay fever sufferers. But anyway, thank you very much and see you next time.